Today on our show, do you like scary movies? We're talking Scream. Right out the gate, this series knew how to work into my heart because it starts playing Daisy, like Hal's Daisy. Mm-hmm. Daisy, Daisy.
Oh, yeah.
I love that song. And it played that and had two girls making out, and I'm like, this show's all right.
And they do Mr. Sandman a few times.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was one of the things I'm like, can like this because I heard Mr. Sandman. I'm like, yeah, he did
Mr.
this.
Sandman, bring me a dream. Boom, boom, boom.
Wasn't that the one that like he was panning the city or whatever?
Probably.
Or panning the school? Yeah, it's when they're going into the school.
That makes sense, considering like the scene that's borrowed from in Halloween. That's what they do in Halloween is they're basically following a car through a neighborhood. So you're getting the sense of the community and stuff.
Yeah.
I love that song because of that movie.
Yeah, it's definitely creepy.
So what do you think was like your favorite death? If that's, I know it's wrong to say. Which favorite death? But we're horror movie fans.
Yeah. So which one made me laugh a little?
Yeah.
Huh. That's a good question. I might have to go with the Asian girl.
Oh, Riley?
Yeah, Riley.
Yeah.
I think I might have gone with Riley or I might have to go with Riley for my choice on best murder. And it's mainly just because of like, this person was slick enough to get into a police station or get around a police station with no one seeing him, getting out and just stalking this little Asian girl all the way down this alleyway, getting up to the roof and stabbing her to death. It's a police station. Yeah. Like no one saw that. That was pretty impressive to me. I was like, damn, he ninja'd the shit out of that. And she ninja'd the shit out of that.
Riley was the death that I was like,
that's what the point. Sucks. That was the point of her death.
Right, and then you have people saying we don't know what to care about.
Like, right, that girl Riley was the glue. She kept everything together because she was so sweet and kind to everybody. So when they murdered her, that was supposed to be how you felt. You're supposed to feel like, oh my God, that sucks. I really liked Riley.
And I hoped the entire time, like she would just, I was willing to forgive him for like if she was just like, and like came back like, all right, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
She didn't have to die. It's cool. They brought back Will. And I'm like, you brought back Will, but not Riley? Riley was way cooler than Will.
Yeah, but
she was a nice girl.
At the same time, I would not have wished her or his fate on her.
Oh, yeah, no.
I'd have been like, it's okay, you can stay dead.
Yeah, that's true. There was no way to bring Will back.
Yeah, he came back and then died.
Yeah, the first time they brought him back.
You realize, like, he had just gotten out of the hospital when that happened? Like, the killer, they're like, the killer might try to kill you again. Oh, yeah, no, he's definitely going to try to kill you again. He's just waiting for you to get home.
Yeah.
That's all it was. He was waiting. Once he got home, he took him out back and strapped him to a chair and made his girlfriend kill him.
That was brutal, bro.
Yeah, that was totally different of, like, any of the other ones. That was the thing.
Yeah, that was theatrical.
Yeah. Right.
That's what makes that scary.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was definitely in the fact that it was the tripwire. Like, she made sure that she murdered him.
Yeah.
Like, that was the whole point. You're going to kill him. I'm not going to kill him.
Yeah.
It's your fault now.
Same. She did the same, the whole, like, you're not going to, or I won't kill him, I make you kill him, with the guy that died, like the chick from Signs.
Yeah.
Against the tree.
Yeah.
When he got his guts ripped out everywhere. That was pretty brutal. They thought it was Kieran for a minute.
Right.
They confront Kieran, say, we think you're the killer. Oh, by the way, your dad's dead. Which, by extension, means we think you did it.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be friends with them for at least a little while after. I would be pretty offended.
My father just died. You said what?
Right. And you blamed me. Oh no, we're not friends.
I mean, but he does carry a gun around. Like, you know, like...
Yes, yeah.
Like, and that's bad. Like, I would carry a gun around, but not brandishing like he did. He was just like, hey, shoot something. What? Like, I don't know you like that. Like,
Yeah.
that was too much. No, people with guns like that walk around inside like Zaxby's with their firearm on their side, and it's like huge. I'm like, that's fucking not necessary. It's Zaxby's. No one's robbing Zaxby's.
Yeah, I'm a pro Second Amendment guy, but I also...
There's a time and place.
Right, and there are boundaries. You don't just whip out a gun while we're hanging out in the woods alone. And you just said, like, no one will hear.
Right.
Like, what?
Again, that's where you start crossing a boundary. And that's that boundary that he crosses actively that I do not enjoy him as a character for.
Yeah. I just kind of forgot about it as it went on for whatever reason. I've heard the criticism that it's a little bit too, like, into the teen drama, like Emma and Will and Emma and Kieran and Emma and whoever.
Okay.
And Emma and...
let's be real. Okay. Do I care? Do I feel like that was too heavy in there? Yeah. I don't like the lovey-dovey bullshit that they put in teen stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really like all that. But the fact that they put it into a Scream series, and I wanted that back. Like, I wanted another Scream movie that was good so bad that when they said it's a good show, but there's this that shouldn't be in there. I'll sacrifice that one part that I'm like, that shouldn't have been in there, just so I can see the rest of it, because I'm like, that's cool.
Right.
That's okay with me. Whatever. I mean, I allowed True Blood to happen for way too long.
Yeah. By season 6, I was done, man.
I really think that the story that they chose overall, like, for the bad guy, like the person who had done the murders,
yeah,
it wasn't as intense in the series either. Like, that was the one thing that I didn't like about it, in the same argument as far as whether or not it was like made for teen kind of thing.
Right.
In the same argument, I didn't like the fact that they were so much into the teen level, because you kind of get like this character that's more from like an X-Files episode. You have Brandon James, who's like a freak of nature, has this torn up face and is also a murderer. It's like Jason.
Right.
You know, but then in Scream though, this dude just murdered some people. Like, it's just some guy. Like, that's scary. Like, some drifter just shows up and just starts killing people.
Right.
But Brandon James, you're like, he's a monster.
What am I?
Yeah, it's much more childish. You know, it's made for that teenage group. That's where I didn't like it. The drama, the love, and all that shit, whatever. I'll watch the series. I'll watch past that. That's fine. But at the same time, don't dumb it down. Like, make it intense. And then they started to make it intense, especially when Will died.
What's your least favorite character?
The teacher.
Yeah. Definitely the teacher.
Yep.
That guy's weird.
I did not.
Were you surprised that they did that on an MTV show?
Yeah.
I kind of was, considering their audience. I was like, you know, that's wrong, right? Like, that's really not okay.
They could have left out the pedophile teacher that's, you know, gallivanting around with this teenage girlfriend.
And had a history of it.
Right. So when they found that and it wasn't him, I was like, no, he's him. That's the other one.
Yeah, because they said Brandon James, his last name is Branson, Brandon's son.
Yeah.
So they totally opened it up like he could be the killer.
Yeah.
And I thought, yeah, that makes sense.
I'd take that. Like, I'd have been like, all right.
Yeah, that's...
I already don't like him the most.
And you could make that a shout out to, what's that movie? Prom Night.
Oh, yeah.
That's Prom Night.
Yeah.
So that works for me. I love all the different shout outs to different horror movies. The We All Go a Little Mad Sometimes is my favorite.
I thought, like, when The Mask came out and it was a different mask, they still kind of Ghostface, you know, like, it's still black and white, but they made it completely different, which made it easier to transition into it and give it a better chance, because it was not like the movie, it was its own thing, but with the same equation.
Yeah, they made it their own.
Right.
What would you rate this as? Like
The
as
series or the season so far?
If you're on Netflix, because first season's on Netflix,
I'm
what
rating
would
it
you?
5.
Yeah, I rated it 5 too. 5 out of 5.
It was definitely a 5. I mean, they had a lot going on.
I didn't expect to like this show.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was one of the reasons why when I sent it to you, I was kind of like, keep an open mind. Like, I know it's MTV. Like, I made sure to tell everyone when I tried to tell them to watch the show, it's made by MTV.
Right.
That way, if you don't like it, I'm not like, I didn't hide that from you. I did tell you that it's made by MTV. Give it a shot.
So that's what we thought. In short, we loved it, even though we didn't think we would, because it's made by MTV and we're not MTV age anymore. But what do you think? Did we get it right? Did we get it wrong? Did we completely miss the point? Let us know in the comments down below. Tune in next time to see our reviews on Purge Election Year, The Conjuring 2, and of course, Scream Season 2. We'll be bringing you top 10 lists of our favorite horror movies all year round and keeping you up to date on the horror you need to see, whether it be on Netflix or at the movie theaters. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel in order to stay up on all the latest horror news. Thumb us up down there if you know what I'm saying. As always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay ghoulish, my friends.
You know, one person I felt kind of bad for.
I felt bad for a lot of people on the show.
Well, yeah, but I mean, when you have a teen murder movie, you know they're gonna die.
Yeah.
So I feel bad. Yeah, I feel bad genuinely because all of you are going to die, but I'm still gonna watch it. But the one I felt bad for the most was that one creepy dude.